evening, everybody. This is Pat at Dancing Moon Travel. Thank you so much for joining us. We're delighted to have you watching our live event here. And if you've just picked up an instant replay, welcome to you as well. You can always message us if you have questions. We are quick to respond. We're really excited to welcome our special guest today to this evening's broadcast. Today is a little bit different. A lot of times we're talking to providers that are far and away, but this might be of particular interest to any of you who are looking for a fun getaway a little closer to home and maybe a bit more affordable than an all-inclusive Caribbean resort or a cruise or something. So, but before we bring Suzanne on, Kevin, by the way, Kevin's back there in the background as usual, running our technology. Kevin, could you bring up that video clip we have to give our viewers a little overview of what we're going to be talking about with this unique property? Wow. Now, at long last, friends, I want to bring on our special guest here. Say hello to Suzanne McCarthy, the manager of Beachside Hotel and Suites located in Cocoa Beach, Florida. Welcome, Suzanne.
Thank you, Pat. Welcome. Thank you for having me, guys.
Oh, let's just jump right in here. Could you tell us how did you get into the travel industry and ultimately find your way to the Beachside Hotel and Suites?
Well, actually, I was a real estate agent for about 20 years. And then when the market decided to take a little downturn, I just re-educated myself, got my bachelor's in hospitality management and then my master's. And now I'm working on my second master's degree in sustainability and tourism. Wow. So when I found Beachside, it was a way for me to put all my talents together.
Wow, that is really cool. I mean, nobody is more qualified than you to be plugged in here and telling us all about the Beachside Hotel and Suites. I was very intrigued, Suzanne, when I connected with you at Cruise World this year. You were so enthusiastic about your property and you know, so much so that I felt it was worthwhile to actually drive all across the state, 3.5 hours one way, just to inspect your hotel. Now, let me just tell you, that is not something that I normally do. I just don't normally get in the car and drive, spend a whole day to just do a property inspection for a regular hotel. But there was just something about this that just intrigued me, and I'll say that time was exceptionally well spent, enough so that I have brought you on board. I now understand your enthusiasm about the property, and I hope you'll share that a bit with our audience. Tell us a little bit about the Beachside Hotel, the history and that huge renovation project that you just underwent.
Thank you, Pat. I'm so glad you did come over and had the opportunity to meet you. It was wonderful to show you around our hotel. We recently went through a $6 million renovation.
Wait,
Um,
6 million? Whoa,
Six
big.
million. We put a lazy river in the middle of our courtyard, and we built a beautiful breakfast area, lobby. We also have a duck dive pool bar, which we've totally redone that also. And there's large windows so you can kind of be inside while you're out. So, but
Wow.
it's beautiful, and we're really all about memories here. So we always encourage our families and stuff to come, even just for a weekend. Or we're so close to Ron John's and everything that the cruises are close, for our guests to be able to do some packages too.
Yeah. Suzanne, one of the things that I absolutely loved about your property is it
Mhm.
really doesn't feel generic. It
Mhm.
has a certain fun factor that just sets it apart. It seemed like a great place for our clients to spend a night or two or three or four
Mhm.
before or after they take a cruise. And what what are some of I mean, you're colorful, you're bright. It's just
Yes.
it has a fun factor. So, uh, what are some of the features and amenities that you guys offer?
Well, we do like to create memories for all of our guests. So we also have complimentary surfboards, boogie boards, beach chairs, umbrellas, bicycles, beach bikes, and stuff that our guests can use while they're staying with us. So, especially for the ones that are going on cruises, they don't have to worry about packing stuff or having, their beach attire. We provide all that for them.
That is great. And you guys offer breakfast. You have that beautiful, beautiful breakfast area there that I can't remember when I have seen a hotel that had a nicer uh place for people to I mean it's just like a hangout place. It really is nice. It's not this, sometimes you go down for the breakfast that's included and you're bumping elbows and just fighting to
Mhm.
get to the waffle machine or the milk or whatever. You guys, it was spacious and just very inviting.
Well, we do have complimentary breakfast with your stay, and we do a hot and cold as well as you said, live waffles. But we have a gorgeous, colorful breakfast buffet area, and then we have a breakfast room. In the room, we do have like large TVs. That way, if people can catch up on their news or just see what's going on while they're enjoying their breakfast. And then we also have an outside area.
That is
Continue
so
to dine.
cool. I mean, and location. Let's mention your location there. I think this is a big plus
Mhm.
for your property because so many of them are located out around the fringes and they're very
Mhm.
generic. It's a great place to spend a night for, but there's nothing memorable about it. And as you say, you're selling memories, and I love that because I think that is what travel is all about. So where are you guys located?
So we are right next to Ron John's, one of the famous surf shops here in Cocoa Beach, and just about a little less than a mile from the pier. Within walking distance, there is about 14 different restaurants and shops and everything for our guests to enjoy. So you have plenty of places to go without having to worry about travel or car rental. You can just get picked up and dropped off here and enjoy your stay.
So Who is your best customer? If our viewers were trying to figure out if this is a good place for them, who are your target travelers? The people who might find Beachside Hotel and Suites to be a the perfect property for them.
Well, we like to focus on our families. So, especially families that have smaller children, we do it on Saturday night. We do a blow up dive in movie. So, we have a large screen that we blow up in our event area, and you can be in the lazy river, just, floating around and watching a movie beforehand. So, it gives you almost like a vacation before your cruise.
I love that. I love that. And multi-generational travel is a really big thing now. A lot of times we find we've got grandma and grandpa, and then there's three adult children and their kids. And
Mhm.
so you guys, I kept thinking as we were touring the property, this would be such a fabulous uh, place for them to stay pre or post cruise because you've got all
Mhm.
those adjoining rooms. You have rooms that accommodate what, up to six people
Yes.
for
So
one of your suites.
we have a couple different suites. So we have our suites that have a ocean view with a balcony off the back, and we have a live webcam that you can look at on our website if you go to Beachside Hotel CocoBeach.com, and you can actually see the water with the cruise ships out there and even the launch pad.
This
Um,
was we tried to get that. We couldn't make that work on our technology
um,
to get that webcam up as a it just didn't want to work properly. So, but that
we'll go
is
to
cool. I
our
mean, you
website and
guys
you
are,
can see that.
yeah,
But our
and,
suites
and you guys are
actually
like, go ahead.
Um, I'm sorry. Our suites actually sleep six. So they have a living room area with a pull-out sleeper sofa. And then the majority of our rooms do have the two queen beds. Right now, that's a standard room that you're looking at too. And there's your suite with the ocean view. And then, so a lot of the rooms also are connecting. So you can have two families, with grandma and grandpa in one room, so they get to go to bed on time, and then the parents and children in the other, which makes it nice.
Wow. That I love this because there's all kinds of combinations and people, you want togetherness, but you do want your separate space. So I love that about your property. You have lots and lots of options for people to be connected, but yet to shut the door and have their own space. So that is
Exactly.
big. What about packages? Do you offer cruise packages for people?
Yes, we actually focus a lot on our packages. We call a fly, snooze, and cruise package, where we'll actually pick you up at the airport, bring you to the hotel. After you stay the night or two, then we take the family and everyone to the port. After the cruise is over, the transportation will come and pick you up at the port and take you back to the airport. So,
That is huge because
yeah.
we do a lot of this for our clients. They want a pre-cruise stay. They're flying from who knows the Midwest sometimes, and,
Hmm.
and they need that transportation piece because they don't want to rent a car, which is kind of overkill. But you guys actually pick them up at
Hmm.
make it a seamless package, and I loved that because we're usually looking at, there's a particular shuttle company that I've used a lot for our clients, but you then they fly and then we've got to get them to the shuttle. You guys have a package that is just one entire smooth piece that puts it all together. I love that.
Well, and then we also have for the people that are not flying, just driving over or do decide to rent a car, we have park and cruise packages too. So we do 3, 4, and 7 day packages where they will get round trip transportation to the port and back for the cruise.
That is great. So they would park their car there and you would take them over to the pier. They don't have to pay for parking at the pier, and they take their cruise and you pick them back up and bring them back to get their car.
Correct. And
I love that.
we all know the parking can be quite expensive at the pier. So
It is,
Mhm.
and it's annoying too,
Yeah.
you drop them off right in front of the door, and the porter
Mhm.
gets their luggage, and they proceed on to check-in, whereas if you park your car, then you gotta unload the luggage, and, it's a
Carry
pain.
it all exactly.
And so you guys just take care of all that and drop them right at the door, and it's so convenient. It's really the only way to go is if you're
Mhm.
driving over to do the parking cruise is really, because by the time you pay for parking, folks, your hotel room is basically free because
Exactly.
your the cost of your parking would have paid for the hotel.
Exactly. So, and it just makes it such a more enjoyable experience
It
too. Like you said,
does.
it's hassle-free and, you get right to the front of the line.
Yeah. And talking about rates, Suzanne,
Mhm.
I know that everything, with real estate, it's location, and with hotel properties, it's timing, it's all about the when that you're going. But ballpark, when you've got economy, you've got moderate, and you've got luxury. Where do you fall in the line of uh kind of the rate?
I think we're right in the middle. So we definitely are not the economy, basic, like you said, generic hotel. But we don't have the high prices and stuff that more of the luxury hotels are going to offer. So
Okay.
we're right in the middle there for most of the people that just want a fun place to stay without having all the hassles, and just to start their vacation early.
Yeah, and I think, one of the keys, I love that moderate. What a great place. And what cruise lines? We've got a question up there. What cruise lines sail
Mhm.
out of the port next to Beachside? What are some of the cruise lines?
Well, of course, we have Carnival, which does quite a bit. We also have the um, MSG, which is going to be one of them.
MSC, that is
Uh-huh.
new. They have always sailed out of Miami, so that is coming. I mean, it's brand new that they will have ships sailing in and out of there. Um, Royal Caribbean, I think.
Royal
Uh,
Caribbean's out of here too.
yeah,
I know Carnival is bringing their new ship, the Mardi Gras,
yeah.
is going to be coming up to our port to launch out to.
And folks, if you have never sailed out of Port Canaveral, it is really the easiest port. If you're going to cruise, we have 5 cruise ports here in Florida. We are so blessed. We could go to 5 different places and pick up a cruise, but Port Canaveral is undoubtedly the easiest port to get in and out of, to access, and it's so efficient, and you're not
Hmm.
fighting the big city traffic. Uh,
Correct.
so so you're not dealing with Miami and Fort Lauderdale, which a lot of people just quake when they think about driving in Miami. I understand it. I do.
You're stressed out before you even get there.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Mhm.
Uh,
The port's about 10 minutes right from the hotel. So it's just straight up A1A and one exit, and you're there.
and Suzanne,
Hmm.
you guys, what we didn't mention, but you guys are literally right across from the launch pads there. More, if people come down, if people are, they're into the space stuff, you guys are right there where they can watch a launch, aren't you?
Oh, yes. The launches are beautiful from here. You can watch them from your balconies, especially if you have one of the ocean views. The beach is, I just watched the last 2 launches from the beach. One was at night, it was spectacular. And then the one during the day was gorgeous too, because you could really see, the rocket as it goes into space there.
So
But
I mean, when people stay with you guys, it's going to be something. Usually your hotel is just something you live through to get to
mhm,
your. I mean, but you guys will have,
exactly.
give a memorable experience for people. I love that. It's something different.
Mhm.
Uh, kind
That
of your decor you kind of it's old Florida with a contemporary twist.
We went for that retro Cocoa Beach kind of look. So it's colorful, it's fun. I mean, you walk in the front door and you just smile. It just makes you feel happy as soon as you walk into the hotel. Um, we do a couple other things. I just, if you don't mind, I can mention real
Sure,
quickly.
absolutely.
We do like a Planet Palooza. So once a month, we have the Space Museum come out with the huge telescopes. And then you can actually see the rings around Saturn. You can see the craters on, the moon and stuff. It's really, really interesting. We also do like a adoption for pets and stuff here. So we do a Paul's at Beachside. And we just try to do everything with the community and bring some kind of special, unique event for our guests.
I love that Planet Palooza. That's worth the drive over to do something like that.
Yeah,
And speaking of that, folks, if you, oh, look, there you go. See how,
there's their webcam.
yeah, Kevin got that up. I love that.
Thank you,
Uh,
Kevin.
uh, but it's worth the drive if people just want a quick getaway, want to get away from, if you're in Georgia, the Atlanta area. I know we have a lot of clients in the Georgia area, even over the line over into Alabama,
Hmm.
or somewhere in North or South Florida, and you just want a getaway. You don't want to do a whole, you're want to keep it a little more local and not.
Exactly.
This would be a great choice for that. Are the space museums or and those various attractions with
Mhm.
are they all open now, Suzanne?
Yes, we have Kennedy Space Center, which is also very close, and we do offer packages to purchase your tickets with us through the Kennedy Space Center. Right now, we have a special where with each adult ticket, you get a child's ticket for free. So that's another wonderful little feature. And then there's the Space Museum that you can do. We even have a dinosaur museum within walking distance from the hotel.
Wow, and you have some various like outdoor activities with the airboats and various kinds of things that people
Yes.
can do in the area. Lots of ecology kinds of outings that people can enjoy in that area too. So, great place for
Mhm.
to spend 5 days and do a little mini vacation, a little getaway. I think most of us are ready for a getaway of any kind. Frankly, just my drive over there that day, that was an adventure for us right now. It's been so long.
Just to get out of the house, right?
Exactly, exactly. Suzanne, on a more serious note, I know that the economy over there in Cocoa Beach and that area is very much tied to the cruise industry.
Correct.
Um, the, uh, how are things going over there with the COVID crisis?
Well, we definitely have social distancing right now at the hotel. So we're averaging, more like 30 to 50% occupancy. So you don't have to be concerned that it's going to be crowded with a bunch of people. So that's a nice feature too. And then the community and all, everyone is very wonderful about wearing their masks, making sure that we do social distance. Even though all of our restaurants and everything are open right now for inside and outside dining, I think a lot of guests are very conscious about what they're doing.
Okay, so it's a good time to go over their social distancing
Mhm.
is good. So if you want to get away and you have avoided going to some of these attractions because of the crowds and this is a great time because you don't have the summertime heat, you don't have the aggravation of being too crowded and
Mhm.
having to fight your way through. So it's a great time for that getaway, and probably just a good time overall to get away. Good for you and good for the local economy over there as well.
Exactly. Well, and we just put heaters in our lazy river.
Oh wow,
So it is now 80 some degrees as you float around. We have that whole area all lit up with music out there for families to gather, and it stays open till 11 p.m. at night.
that is wonderful. I love that, and I think that my family maybe we're kind of talking about. I have a nephew who's wanting to come down, and we're kind of talking about spending a couple of nights over with you guys later on, probably in the fall. It's going to be before he has time off, but we are all already including a stay there in our own personal
Wonderful.
travel plans. So looking forward to that. Suzanne,
Glad to
thank
hear
you
it.
so much for joining us today. It's been fun and informative, and I just want to encourage people, if you're looking for that quick getaway, contact us. We'll get you booked so quick, and you will be so glad you did. And if you're planning a cruise,
Mhm.
it's just around the corner, folks. Those cruise lines are going to start to sail. I'm hoping that right now they're scheduled for March. I'm hoping by April we're actually going to see some. I would be thrilled if it was March, but it is on the horizon with the inoculations coming up. It's going to happen. So now is the time to book and take advantage of great fares. Suzanne
Mhm.
will take fabulous care of you for your
Yes, I
pre
will.
or post stay over at the Beachside Hotel and Suites, and just let us know when you are ready to book, and we'll get that on the calendar. You need something to look forward to.
Yes.
Yeah. Thanks again. Cocoa Beach is a great
Mhm.
destination, folks, just in and of itself. And if you're doing pre or post cruise, uh, it's fabulous. To be sure to spend an extra day or two in the area. Thanks again, Suzanne. We appreciate it so much that you were able to join us today.
Well, thank you for having me, Pat. And we look forward to having you and your family here and hopefully everyone else. So
Okay. Take care, everybody. Thanks for joining us.
have a good day.